So here is another new playlist where in this we are going to discuss about various bug browser extensions that can be used at the time of bug bounty hunting. So here today in this video we are going to discuss about one of the beautiful browser extension called Trufflehawk. So let's get into let's see how that particular tool works and how to install it and how to use that particular tool at the time of bug bounty hunting. So Travelhog earlier, it's a CLI tool. Basically, it is used to scan GitHub repositories, and it finds around all the secret keys, API keys, and passwords, admin passwords, etc., in the CLI. When by giving the Trufflehawk command. So, but after a few years, so the Truffle security has developed advanced tool for browser extension called Trufflehawk. So where it is very easy to install and in your pen testing browsers, and you can basically find out hidden secret keys, API keys, passwords in the JS files on the target domain which you are testing. So let's see how to install that particular tool extension in your browser. So as you can see, there are Trufflehawk extension is available for both Chrome and Firefox. So let's see how to install this particular extension in Chrome. So when you click on the Chrome extension link of Trufflehawk, so it will redirect to installation link. So just click on install, and the Trufflehawk extension will be displayed over here. Okay, so now how to use this particular extension at the time of testing. So when before that, click on this icon in the browser extension. So you can see you can basically enable or disable various options in this particular extension, like generic secrets, specific secrets. If you want to disable the to check AWS keys, you can basically disable it, or if you want to enable it to check for AWS keys and all, so you can basically enable it. And also it also checks for .env files in the target domain, and also the .git directories in the target domain. And also you can basically deny a particular list of domains like google.com, facebook.com, etc., etc. So it will not scan for secret keys or passwords in that particular domains. And findings section, basically here all the findings which are found by this particular extension will be recorded over here. You can download these findings, and it will be downloaded as a CSV file, and you can basically get the target website and vulnerable URL where that particular key is being leaked and what key is being leaked. So all this can be shown in the downloaded file. And also one more beautiful feature which is having in the Trufflehawk security. So basically you can basically open multiple applications on in a single click. So you can basically give list of live subdomains over here, live domains of the target application over here by giving a separated by a comma, and click on open tabs. So it will open all the URLs which you have inserted in this particular thing section, and basically you can look out for all the live subdomains and their landing pages and what information it discloses in the at the time of rendering the page. So let's see usage of this tool in the wild. So let's see first how we can find out secret keys or API keys at the time of bug bounty hunting just by navigating to that particular target. So let's see. Let's take a target domain called HackerOne. So I'm just clicking on going to redirecting to this particular site. So now Trufflehawk will scan that particular application and target domain, etc., etc., and it will find out for secret keys if there are any secret keys that are being leaked. So as you can see, there is one generic API key that is being leaked in this particular JS file of HackerOne. So copy that and let's see. So as you can see over here, so here it is. So this is the API key that is being leaked in one of the JS files of HackerOne. So in this way, like you can basically find out Google API keys, AWS keys, and some inbuilt customized applications specific API keys, secret keys, etc. And also it not only the API keys or secret keys, it can also find out list of passwords that are being leaked in the JS files or in the HTML content. So yeah, this is one of the beautiful functionality that is there in Trufflehawk. So and also it also finds out the .git directories in the target application. So let's say I found .git directory in one of the targeted application, so which is cyber.co. So when I click on enter this, open this particular URL, right? So it basically scans for secret keys and directories, hidden directories, anything. So and it will give you a pop-up over here. Yeah, as you can see, this particular site has .git directory, which is publicly accessible. So let's copy that, click on OK and copy and paste it on over here. As you can see, the .git directory is, is really publicly accessible, and you can basically go further by using various open source tools and exploit in the further way. Yeah, so not only that, so you can also find the environment files, or six AWS keys, secret keys, etc., etc. So now let's get more deeper into this particular tool. So as you can see, uh, as you can see over here, the list of findings will be showcased in this particular tool. So when we again access this thing, so when you go to findings, so these are all the list of findings that are found in this particular target. So you can basically download all these findings uh, in your in your local host. So and you can, when you open it, so there will be a CSV file that will be open, and it consists of basically the list of you know target that is being vulnerable, and the vulnerable URL, and the generic API keys that are being leaked in the responses within the JS files. So yeah, so in this way, like basically you can see the list of files that are keys that are being leaked in that particular target application. So yeah, so when it comes to the another functionality, one of the beautiful functionality which is there, so that is open lots of tabs. So as you can see, you can enter the n number of websites over here with comma separated over there, and when you click on open tabs, all the tabs that are you have inserted will be opened one by one, in the same browser. So let's see, let's close all this. Yeah, and let's assume that you have performed subdomain enumeration on the particular target, and you have by using various tools like AMAS, Subfinder, etc., etc. And you have again filtered out the live subdomains by using tools like HTTPX, and you have saved all the live subdomains in this particular file. Okay, so this is the Sublime which I'm using now. So let me uh, show you one quick thing. So you just need to Control Shift F, and pay what is the text you wanted to find, and paste it over here. I'm basically I wanted to insert the comma in all the website links, because if you want to use this particular open all the particular URLs, right? So you need to insert all the domains should be comma separated. So that is the reason I'm using Sublime to make it a faster pace. So type press Control Shift F, and the you want to insert the comma over here in every after every URL, right? So that by doing it, you doing it manually is a hectic thing. So I've just entered this particular thing, and replace this particular dot com with .com and comma. Okay. And which is in the current directory. You add it in the current file only. So now click on replace. So there will be 36 recurrences. As you can see, all the links are comma separated. So only for the last URL you just need to remove the comma over there. Now copy all these subdomains and paste it over here. As you can see, comma separated, and click on open tabs. When you click on open tabs, all the tabs will get open, one by one. Okay, as you can see over here, this, and this. There are many. You can basically go to the landing page and see. You can check out for subdomain takeovers and login bypasses, and any forms that are there. You can basically look out for SQL injections and try for blind accesses, etc., etc. There are plenty of options that can be done, and you can also perform directed brute force by using tools like Dealbuster, FUF, etc., etc. So yeah, this tool is basically very handy. You can basically use it at the time of bug bounty hunting, which is very much useful, and you can find some fruitful bugs, low hanging fruit vulnerabilities at the in a single shot. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video and got to know more about this particular browser extension. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share for more videos. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.